In 2025, a quiet crisis is spreading across the United States. It's not about tech layoffs, housing prices, or politics. It's about something much simpler and far more personal. The places where Americans buy their food are disappearing. Across major cities and small towns alike, grocery stores, the beating hearts of communities, are closing their doors. What was once a short trip to pick up milk or bread is now a long drive across town, or even to the next county. Today, we're looking at the top 10 U.S. cities facing grocery store closures in 2025, and what these closures reveal about the changing face of American life. 1. San Francisco, California. San Francisco, one of America's wealthiest cities, is quietly losing something essential. In the Fillmore district, a Safeway that had served the community for over 40 years announced its closure. Tens of thousands of residents, many elderly and low income, suddenly found themselves without easy access to groceries. Across town in Bayview, another major store, Lucky Supermarket, has also shut down. Locals call it a slow-motion collapse. Rising costs, safety issues, and declining foot traffic have made these stores unprofitable. But behind those words, unprofitable and unsustainable, are human stories: single parents walking miles for groceries, seniors relying on food banks, and neighborhoods losing another vital anchor. 2. Kansas City, Missouri. Kansas. In the Midwest, Kansas City has become a symbol of the new American food desert. In 2025, both Missouri and Kansas sides saw grocery stores vanish, including a long-standing Sun Fresh and the Merck Co-op in downtown KCK. For residents, this means one thing: longer trips for basic food. When a grocery store closes in a lower-income area, it doesn't just remove access to produce, it removes jobs, community trust, and stability. Local leaders warn that if closures continue, Kansas City could see one of the largest regional food access gaps in the Midwest. 3. Seattle, Washington. Even progressive and wealthy cities aren't immune. Seattle, known for innovation and technology, is facing grocery closures in its working-class neighborhoods. A Fred Meyer's store in Lake City is set to close, and community members are pleading with the city to intervene. Mayor Bruce Harrell has publicly acknowledged the problem, exploring city purchases of former grocery sites to prevent food deserts. It's a rare moment where city governments are being forced to treat grocery stores as public infrastructure, not private retail. 4. Anchorage, Alaska. In Anchorage, Alaska's largest city, residents are witnessing a quiet tragedy. The historic Cars Safeway on Gamble Street, once a cornerstone of the Fairview neighborhood, is shutting its doors. The store wasn't just a place to buy food, it was a lifeline in a harsh climate where fresh produce is already scarce and expensive. Without it, many residents must now travel across town through snow and ice just to buy essentials. For them, food access isn't a buzzword. It's survival. 5. Colorado Springs. Colorado Springs is losing not one but two Safeway stores this year. These closures come in neighborhoods already classified as food deserts, meaning residents are now miles away from the nearest full-service grocery. Community advocates say these closures are part of a larger pattern: corporate consolidation, rising theft, and shrinking margins. When chains can't make their quarterly targets, they don't adjust, they leave. And when they leave, entire neighborhoods are stranded. 6. Prince George's and Montgomery Counties, Maryland. In suburban Maryland, right outside the nation's capital, 4 Shoppers Food Warehouse stores are closing by the end of the year. 3 in Prince George's County and 1 in Montgomery County. Leaders warn this could create brand new food deserts in areas already struggling with transportation and affordability. What makes this alarming is that these aren't rural closures. They're happening in dense, populated metro areas. The problem isn't distance, it's inequality. In the shadow of Washington, D.C., many communities are losing access to basic nutrition. 7. Des Moines, Iowa. In America's heartland, Des Moines and surrounding towns in Iowa are seeing a wave of independent grocery stores vanish. For decades, family-owned grocers sustained small-town life. But with labor shortages, inflation, and pressure from big-box competitors, many are closing for good. Residents are left with dollar stores, which often don't sell fresh produce or healthy options. Researchers now warn that over 40% of rural Midwestern counties could become grocery deserts within the next decade. 8. Chicago, Illinois. Chicago's south and west sides have battled grocery insecurity for years, but 2025 marks a tipping point. Major chains, citing theft and declining sales, are pulling out of multiple neighborhoods. Whole Foods, Save-A-Lot, and smaller local markets have all announced or completed exits. Residents now face higher food costs, fewer healthy options, and worsening community conditions. Chicago officials are studying public-private partnerships, even city-owned grocery models, to keep access alive. 9. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. In Philadelphia, closures are accelerating in North and West Philly, areas long underserved. Several major chains, including ShopRite and Fresh Grocer, have announced consolidations or closures. Residents and activists call it nutritional redlining, because when wealthier districts keep their Whole Foods and Trader Joe's, and low-income areas lose their only store, the gap in health and opportunity only widens. 10. Detroit, Michigan. Detroit's revival story has hit another roadblock. Despite downtown's progress, many neighborhoods are losing local grocers. Family markets can't compete with corporate giants, and when the giants pull out too, the results are devastating. Detroiters remember the years after the 2008 crash, when grocery stores closed and corner gas stations became the only place to buy food. In 2025, the pattern is hauntingly familiar. Every empty grocery store tells a story, not just of business failure, but of community decline. Because when the lights go out in a supermarket, the darkness spreads. Yet, amid this quiet crisis, local solutions are emerging. Community-owned co-ops, urban farms, mobile grocery vans, and city-backed initiatives. They remind us that the story isn't over. America still has a choice: to rebuild, to reimagine, and to make sure that no one's dinner table depends on a profit chart. Because food access isn't just economics. It's humanity.